YouTube universe. What's going on? This is Marko Stats, and you are now watching Marko Stats Reacts once again. Or if this is your first time, welcome to the platform. Welcome to my channel. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Today we're gonna react to Big Homie.CC and Maverick. Everything is shifting. UFOs, Boeing deaths, Elon Musk prophecy. America sells out. What's going on? I know that you guys feel it. It's definitely a key moment within our country right now, and it definitely feels like a transition. The world is always changing, always growing, always a bunch of things under the surface, hidden underneath. And Big Homie.CC is a guy that I found on the internet that addresses a lot of the undercover secrets of the world and the music industry and, you know, just everything as a whole. So without further ado, let me shut the fuck up and we just gonna get right into the video and see what the fuck they talking about.
Everything is shifting right now. When it comes to exposing what's happening in the music industry, movies industry, like everything on a global scale, like especially with America. And how is it that a lot of stuff is predicted, right? So the same scientist that I was talking about that helped create NASA, he wrote a book called Project Mars. In this book, he says a person named Elon is going to lead humanity to an exploration to Mars. This is all in the book.
In the book. This exists. You can pull it up and fact check everything that we're saying.
And you know, we're going to speak about America, the government conspiracy, but seems like a worldly thing. When you look at Stonehenge, Easter Island, crop circles, things that, of course, people tend to forget. The average citizen, let's say, keep it in America, the average citizen tends to forget that these things exist and they don't question. I go back to asking, do we really want to know? Are we ready for what's coming, or is ignorance bliss? And we're just happy, you know, being in the Matrix.
I think that everything is shifting right now. When it comes to exposing what's happening in the music industry, movies industry, like everything on a global scale, like especially with America. Think about it. We have this new political system that is shifting. We're going into a digital system. Right here in Texas, right now, they have not one, but 2 digital stock exchanges opening up. It's a brand new stock exchange by BlackRock and the New York Stock Exchange. They're gonna digitize everything from stocks, real estate, cars. They're gonna tokenize everything on blockchain. This is why Trump is pushing cryptocurrency, right? So we're going through a major shift financially. We're going through a major shift consciously, because since 2020, we can all agree shit has not been the same. It's gotten weird.
Black Mirror.
Right? Speaking of Black Mirror, what do we stare into all day? A phone. That's a Black Mirror.
Literally.
What's on the back of that phone? A bitten apple. Forbidden fruit. That's the downfall of man.
Facts.
So it's a lot of symbolism. And I got a story on Steve Jobs too.
I would love to hear that.
Where's the flaming sword?
Let's go. Let's dial back a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can get crazy. We can get crazy.
This under this ocean. But look. Let's talk about something that's happening that everybody can see. The planes crashing. What's going on? Why? All these planes out of nowhere.
Okay. Retired FBI agent John D'Souza said, after they declassified the UFO files, I said this to people, we're going to start seeing planes fall out the sky. Several contracts for high-speed railways have been approved. Chinese hackers, any plane that has automated systems, just like that Black Hawk helicopter, there was no flight manifest for it, no casualties reported for the helicopter except for on the passenger plane that died. They hacked the helicopter, crashed it into a passenger plane. If you want people to buy your train tickets, if you want people to shift government money to build these very, very expensive railways, make them scared to fly on planes.
And that Black Hawk, they showed months earlier, that was by Lockheed Martin, that was a self-flying Black Hawk. So again, we have been compromised, and a lot of people in our government is working with China. Tell me why the former senior advisor to the Federal Reserve just got arrested a couple months ago working with Chinese nationals. Another US state official was caught taking bribes in Chinese money. This just happened. So we have definitely been compromised, and I call it the plane-demic because it's crazy.
Let's go.
So think about it, right? And people want to blame this shit on Trump. No. This has been happening since last year.
Yep.
Last year of March. So you remember those 2 whistleblowers that got knocked off?
The Boeing whistleblowers, most of them are all dead now.
So Josh Dean, and John Barnett, the 2 whistleblowers that did quality control for Boeing, mysteriously dies. One's in a deposition, almost done, decides to go to his hotel and blow his brains out in his truck. Why? The other guy, he gets sick out of nowhere and just dies. It's a pneumonia. It's funny how people get either hit by a car, pneumonia.
I had pneumonia 3 times.
He got poisoned. So then after that, then we see all these planes start going down. And tell me why, going back to China, why does Boeing have a completion center in China for quality control? When they complete the planes, a lot of them actually go through China.
Making sure they get compromised before they get here.
It just doesn't make sense for a plane to even fall out of the sky or crash into another plane. There's so much space.
You gotta think about it. The jet engine hasn't ever really changed. So we're using the same old technology. Why? Because champions in the industry. Think about this. What do you think is the most valuable resource in our solar system right now? Outside of water. You got diamonds, you got gold, you got alternate precious minerals, but wood only exists here on this planet.
Right.
This the only place you can get wood is on this planet. The moon got so much diamonds and gold on it that they planning to travel there to mine it. But somebody already been mining it. It ain't suspicious to nobody that out of all of these planets in this solar system, that you can only get wood here. Ain't suspicious to nobody.
Man, that's something to think about. I got to do more research on these topics, but it's always interesting hearing Big Homie CC Maverick talk about conspiracies. It's definitely a weird moment in time in our country, in the world, and it's just, I don't know. What y'all think? Do you guys know anything about those topics that were brought up? It was interesting how he said that when we're on our phones and on our computers, we're literally staring into a black mirror, a black screen. And then the Apple logo symbolizes forbidden fruit. I never heard nothing like that ever. So that's some crazy shit. Make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel. If you're already subscribed, turn on post notifications. Yeah, man, I'm kind of lost for words. I ain't gonna lie. Make sure that you guys go back and watch my previous content, I got music videos, vlogs, other reaction videos, other conspiracy videos, yada yada yada. Love you guys. Everybody stay safe out there. It's definitely a weird time in the world. Y'all know who it is, Marko Stats. Swayze. Love y'all. Peace.